there today. I had another an event today at the university. So I'm sorry I had to watch. Okay, what's the topic of today? Enhancing cross-platform development with ACA. I'm not a specialist in cross-platform, maybe, but a profession in APA. Okay, we are everywhere. We intervene in everything. Very big. We interpret everything. You could say that, oh, I want to make this table smart. I say, I can make this smart. Or that chair, or energy, or everything. Okay? So we are everywhere. Okay. But you cannot see us. Okay. Oh my. That's good. Of this. And my name is Farzaneh Ghorbani. I'm a person one university now at data science school. I have bachelor of mathematics, master's degree in mathematics, another one in artificial intelligence, another one business administration, another one. Sorry for that. And also an experience of running a company, some inventions, innovative things, and patents. So, what about we're going to talk? Code generation automation. Have you heard of that before? Okay. Suspect. And we are going to talk a little bit about improving UI design by using AI, everything but AI, optimizing and debugging across platform by using AI tools, and then quality assurance and testing by using AI. We can predict performance by using AI tools, and we can always analyze them to analysis. You can do UX UI design by using AI tools and testing and debug. Okay, fine. Code generation automation. I'm sure that all of you know many things about natural language processing and chatbots like ChatGPT and so on. Simple, yeah? All of you. So this is something like that, but a little bit sometimes easier because you have, and can be, however, harder because you have the predefined frameworks for that. And that, as a programmer, you know that we have very strict rules for front-end. It's not correct about natural language. However, maybe interpretation in this case is easier because of that rules and that frameworks. Okay? So it can write codes for you and optimize that. Okay? And also how you make the inputs across multiple human platforms. With this day, we can apply different machine learning methods and natural language processing and other artificial intelligence methods. When you invite a teacher, a lecturer, you need to expect something like this. And it's not like other lectures that you had on the class. This is mostly for getting familiar with some AI tools. We are not going to dive deeply in one of these kind of aspiration. You can get on your grids, you can have these slides, and you can find something you need. And then study more and learn more. Okay, for example, we have introduced 3 different smart tools for code generation. Okay, you know, maybe GitHub, Copilot. Who knows? Yeah, perfect. And tab 9 and Code Whisperer. All of these can support cross-platform frameworks. They can write optimized codes for you. But because we need to look at it it is a video. It's going to the play. What's the problem? I'm sure we can try. This looks better.
Yes, I through confusion, offer suggestions as I type, whether that's completing a comment described with function to envelope, or helps generate entirely new functions in response to code or comments as they're written. Suggestions are here as gray text, and if there are multiple suggestions, hovering over the gray text provides a way to switch between them. Pressing tab accepts a suggestion, which can now be edited. Copilot notices and replicates patterns in the code which is visible through the editor. I can broaden this scope by simply altering a background tab. In this case, when containing a function I like Copilot to use, Copilot will take notice of this additional information, using it to improve code completion suggestions according to whichever patterns, APIs, or other information I've revealed.
Okay. Have you used this kind of automated code generation? Yeah. Most of you are familiar with this kind, but maybe you are not applying special tools like Copilot. They are much more concrete, rather than something you see inside your programming languages, softwares. Yeah. So these are able to generate a block of code completely based on the description of something you want. So they're really smart. Okay? And this is something an AI tool is doing for generating your codes. At first, it needs to interpret something you want. So, for example, you are explaining, I want you to do something like this for me, to generate some codes for doing something for me, and it needs to interpret it to understand what you need. Then, it needs to recognize pattern. We say pattern recognition. You can see this term everywhere when we face it, machine learning and artificial intelligence methods. It helps the model or the tool to find something you need based on the structure and rules and predefined frameworks. Then it needs to generate codes based on that rules and frameworks. For example, if you need code in Python language, or Java, or Flutter, or everything else, anything, it tries to produce the codes based on the structure of that programming language. Okay? To make it simpler, you can say that when you would ask ChatGPT in English, it can answer in English. When I ask in German, it can answer in German and other languages. So it's like that. And finally, it can give you the answer, the generated codes, and this loop can be continued to improve something it produces. What benefits have code generation in this manner automatically? What do you think? What's about this way? About the benefits of code automatically code generation?
It reduces the errors, maybe, and it makes the process faster.
Faster, no perfect, or else optimization would be done better. What else? Raise your hands as free. Yeah.
I think overall, simple tasks that are very repetitive, like with code generation, you can really do them in a way that is faster, but still you need to make sure and check that the themes are generated correctly. But it just automates this process, do it faster for you. At least in my experience, you have these templates. You cannot use them 100%, but you have some word on there, and you just go over it and check that it's correct and understand what it's doing and stuff. If you use it that way, I think it's a great tool.
If you mean that this is not enough smart to produce human, maybe generated codes like them, no, I can say that it is being better and better every day. Previously, you could say that when the code was generated by something like ChatGPT, it maybe had a lot of problems, and you had to correct it to make it usable. But now, have you tried it yourself?
I have tried DeepSeek lately, and it's way better.
Yeah, but you can
For code,
the progress is really fast.
It's really way better when you check what code is generated and read it. You see that it's more like usable in real life application. Of course, maybe you need to toggle here and there along to the syntax you're using or the conventions you're using in the team. But still, like, yeah, I think it's getting better and better, and it's doing it fast. So yeah, I totally agree.
And you will have the perfect codes generated with these tools very soon, earlier than you think. More perfect than human beings. Whatever. Please. You're scared. Okay. And yes, AI is learning from our knowledge. It's not really innovative creator, but I think it would be the near future, we will have very smart and innovative tools, AI tools that can produce new things inventively. You know why? Because our innovation is based on our knowledge. Agree? The major part of our innovation is based on something we know about the past, maybe experiences and knowledge. And they have access to huge amounts of this knowledge, so they can be creative. I'm checking these tools every day, and I can't see the progress.
Can I have a question now or?
Okay.
I was wondering, with all your knowledge about it, you're so sure that it's gonna be very soon very good, and then maybe not. And why is it not now? Why are you so sure it's soon gonna be, and why is it not now?
Because I can't see it. I can't see something bigly in this case. Maybe it's a little bit difficult for others that are not really knowledgeable in this case. I'm sorry about your such.
That's why I thought with all your knowledge, maybe you can get us some understanding of it, because I don't.
Do you have a word? Am I or yes, sir, you can use that. And those more. It's so far. I cannot do this. You understand? So
You can also put it closer. You'd have some. I have it.
okay. You know, this is your emotional knowledge. Okay? And you have some hardware. Yeah? Limited hardware that are getting old. But what about artificial intelligence? It's something like a creature with infinity hands and foot and mouth and brains, you know, that can cover almost everything about the knowledge and also about the hardware, because we are working on cloud. You know that you are using that every day, I'm sure, for your developing your books. So you know when it wants, it can add more information to learn more. Like every day, the new generated information are what information? Data, and then process that adds knowledge are being added to this huge amount of knowledge that artificial intelligence has access. And when it needs, it can develop its hardware, can have access to the hardware from all over the world. Really huge thing. Agree? It can find everything. I'm checking the bags for innovative idea. And I've found that it is really strong for innovation because it has access to every knowledge. And for innovation, you need knowledge. Actually, I can say that our innovation is based on a combination of existing things with a little more new things. Yeah? So it had that major part, but maybe can learn how to act new things. Because it can learn. It is simulating human behavior. Why are you scared? I can't see. Okay. I know faces. Okay.
I kind of understand where the question comes from. And I think it's like, as developers, we will always be worried that our jobs in some way would take out of us. But generally speaking, if this job doesn't exist, others will exist.
Yeah.
So it will just create other jobs.
It's the last part of my talk.
Okay, so
Any emotion of being afraid or something? The question was rather, why is it not yet working as well as you are so sure it's gonna be? But you see,
Because I have reason.
immense amount of data and code.
Yeah.
So
It is better.
it's not even afraid like it or something.
okay, sorry.
I'm not serious person, so sorry. I just like be funny. Okay. What back?
I'm sorry, I think want to interrupt you too much in the presentation.
It's powerful. I like it. No problem. Why they are not perfect now? First, because of the models. I told you that I'm mixing with someone's with tiger. But the first thing is that we are improving the models. Okay, it is very, very important. The crucial part of a model of a tool, AI tool, is the applied model. And we are improving them. My main difference is artificial intelligence. I'm producing new methods in this case, for example. And reinforcement learning, not natural language processing, but general. So the first thing is about models. The second thing is about, again, the data. Now, they don't have access to all the data. Okay? But they will have access in the near future, be sure. I can't say with 100% accuracy that they will have access. Why? they don't have access because of a lot of reasons, like a lot of problem that we now have with personal space, private data, and so on. Okay? One is this. Another thing is that the hardware is not enough powerful to process all of this data or to gather them together. We have a lot of different type of data that are not so, you know that we are not able to process every type of data by a special language, for example, yeah? So we need to process them. It takes a lot of time. As the data science aspect, 90% of the time that you have to spend on doing something, in the case of data science, is pre-processing the data. It is a really difficult job. So, however, we have a lot of data, but all of them are not usable because previously we didn't know a lot about how we can gather perfect data, and now we know. So we argue that for the future. And a lot of other lessons like we can for the now, because it takes a lot of time. Okay, about the benefits. Yes, they are much faster than something a human can do, and they are useful for you. They let you to focus on problem solving. Something that I can say at this now is the power of human being compared to robots. Okay? This would not. Or maybe in the future. We are making them. So we are the boss. However, these slaves can be more powerful. And I don't know, maybe that stories can be real in the future. But scary. And you will have good consistency platforms. You know this better. And also, you will have less errors. So you don't have to spend a lot of time on debugging. Yeah? Good boy. Okay, and code optimization will be improved by applying the existing AI tools. This is about existing things, not about the future. And yes, you can generate UI codes automatically. Integration both API and backend. And AI-powered test case generation. It means AI writes anything for you from units, and that can integrate them. And you know this one, and this translation for cross-platform code. However, you are using this one, Flutter, but also it can translate, for example, JavaScript code to languages that you are using. If you want to do that, it's really difficult. All of you know. Yeah. After a while, you don't need any knowledge about coding. You just text it and focus and use your brain for innovation, for new ideas, for improving the ideas, existing things.
But, sorry, can I say something? I think you still need to know the basics of coding, how the programming languages work in order to solve the problems. I don't really know to have fish intensive, I need to know what to coding. Or maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure.
I understand it is difficult for you to accept, but I don't know. AI specialists are working on something with name of automated ML, machine learning, and we have some cases of that. some active cases, existing ones, that everyone, even someone without any knowledge of machine learning models, can run them and get a lot of perfect answers, even better than something that data scientists can do. You know what? Because it's able to run a lot of models in parallel on your data, and then can find which one acts better, the accuracy of which one is more, and then it can choose that one for you. But if you want to do that, it takes a lot of time. No one did that. So it's more accurate, and they are doing that. We had them. If you want, I can later. I can then introduce some of them to you.
It's already mythical that you can generate an entire UI design from a single text prompt with Wizard. The thing's getting even wiser with Aliodos Firefly's Gen AI. We already am inside of Wizard, and I'm going to use their auto designer to generate me. And my prompt is going to be a mobile app for art therapy. Users should be able to input a text prompt about how they're feeling, and the app should generate artwork and music to help them counteract any negative emotions. There should also be an account so they can save their favorites. I also want to describe the style, so I want this to be soft, light design. I want to use purple as my main color and use some of these keywords to describe it. I'm going to click generate my project.
Have a stand. You are explaining something in your words, and it can interpret and understand what you want, and then generate the codes based on that. Okay?
And its auto designer magically lays out all of these strings works. Let's take a closer look at what it's created. We've got a login, a home screen, there's a meditation overview, onboarding, user profile. So we have some good design patterns here to start us off. Now you might notice some UI or UX inconsistencies, but you can easily fix those and clean things up here in Wizard. All of the editing is canvas-based, so you can just click on any element and then it will bring up the design options. I'm going to change the name maybe to Art Therapy Studio. I'll change the text here as well. I'm going to shuffle around these form fields so that they make sense. I can, so you could get it twice here. I want to move this flow around as well. I'm going to shift some of these elements, and then once I have everything the way I like it, I'll rename these screens. And it's looking pretty good, except for the images. The images are a bit random. Some of them are kind of mismatched and lackluster. So this is where another really cool tool comes in. This is Adobe Firefly, and it lets you use generative AI and a simple text prompt to create really high quality images. All we need to do is click in here, describe the image we want to create. So I want something peaceful with flowers, cool spring weather, very meditative and relaxing. Click generate, and there are images. I love these. Such a nice digital illustrated scene, beautiful color palette, just perfect for our art therapy app. And you can click on them and browse through the variations here, and I'm going to download these. And now we can generate some more images or variations and refine them using the options on the right. So if I have a style in mind, I can use a reference image so I can upload something, or I can click on this reference image gallery and then select something similar that I like the style of. So this looks really cool, this kind of to show cloud. Then I can apply effects. I like this bokeh effect. And then you can even tweak things like color and tone and the lighting and the composition. And then I'm going to click generate again. And look at that, a whole new set of images in a completely different style. Let's jump back into Wizard and get these gorgeous images in there. So I can click on any image, grab that Adobe download, upload it here, and look at that. This already looks so much better. And that's not all that we can do. There are some other awesome AI features inside of Wizard that we can use. Let's say I want to add an additional screen that's going to be a gallery of images. I can click on Auto Designer at the bottom, and that's going to open up some more AI options here. So I can generate another screen from a prompt, or I can use a screenshot. So this is pretty fun. I'm going to go over to Mobbing, which is one of my favorite sites to get design inspiration, and I'm going to look for a gallery screen. So I'm just going to type in gallery. It's going to show me a bunch of different examples. I'm going to click on this example from Meta, and then I just need to download this image. Back in Wizard, I'm going to upload this screenshot, and then it's going to make me a screen based on that screenshot that I uploaded. So you might notice a few little things are off. The colors don't really match the other screens that were generated, but in Wizard, that's an easy fix. We're going to go back down to Auto Designer and click Generate Theme. Then using a prompt, I'm going to ask it to regenerate these for me in the style of the other screens. If you like that, we apply the theme, and then it updates all of the screens to match perfectly.
Have you enjoyed? You are the master, it is a slave.
So enjoy. Just sit and order. It will do everything for you.
Because it understands every language, from text to images and all the patterns, it can find what you want. Okay? Don't scare. Enjoyable. Okay, then. So we can auto-generate UI elements and in them you can use something you draw by hand. Take a photo and it will change it to something you want. Let's see it. Or can analyze user behavior. This is really interesting topic in business especially because it can analyze user behavior in real time. Okay? And can adjust UI elements based on that behavior. It means that can monitor what is more preferred by the user and then can personalize the UI for every user. It's perfect, yeah? Now, you're designing a UI for everyone, but you can have a personalized UI for every user. Okay, what else? And just UI lights. You saw something about this? For example, a optimized clutter UI for smartphone headlights and I think for your developers, they still only got a little bit digital as job, yeah? Something you were talking about. I admit this is difficult. However, you get the tank number. And also, it can give you some recommendation based on that. Actually, something it will find that user prefer. It means that by interacting with users, it can find you can, for example, add this button or change the position of this object or everything else. Yeah. So these recommendations from the AI are really important and useful. We are using them everywhere, even when you are shopping with Amazon or other platforms. You can find a lot of useful recommendations when you are watching movie and platforms like Netflix and so on. You can find these useful recommendations. Everything will be personalized very soon. Even medication and treatments. It means that it's not correct if you give all the people with the same illness with a similar medication. It's right because it is related to your genetic structure and maybe something that can cure someone can kill you. So we are doing this personalization for medication and help the actually in the area of healthcare by AI. By analyzing the genetics structure and personalizing. Okay. In the case of debugging, it was different platforms. Benefits, that is faster. Because actually, I mean that sometimes debugging is much more difficult than writing codes. Sometimes you are not able to find the bug. You have to spend several days to find some foolish thing in logical structure or something like this, visual logical structure. So this is much faster. And you can do performance optimization automatically. It's related to your hardware, you know that. It is possible with using the existing AI tools. Okay, and about testing the efficiency across different platforms. We can do test very fast. We will have prediction for bots. Sometimes your app is working, I don't know, 2-3 months, and after that you will find bug. No, it's not always like bugs happen in the beginning of running an application thing. It is actually a horrible thing. I think it is a disaster. But it can predict such bugs in your codes. Interesting, yeah? And auto-fix. Automatically fix bug before happening. It's perfect. It is making many things closer and closer to being perfect. However, we say that there is no perfect in this world, but more perfect. Closer to be perfect. Okay? And we think it's enough. It can detect bottlenecks in memory usage, CPU consumption, and UR rendering. You know that all of this better than me because I'm sure that you will have some experience in these cases, yeah? And you have some tools. These are just samples, and the most popular ones, like Google Firebase Performance Monitoring, like DeepCode and Sentry. And we can see a video called Firebase. What?
Does this symbol look familiar to you? How about this screen right here? Waiting for things to load is part of everyone's mobile app experience. And it's never a good experience for your users. How would you even know what that experience is? Your users are on a wide variety of devices, on a wide variety of networks, in a wide variety of locations all over the world. If you want to optimize the performance of your app, you need metrics that tell you exactly what's happening during the critical moments of your app's use. And you need that information to come directly from your users. Now, you can get it using Firebase Performance Mining. By integrating the SDK into your app without writing any code, your performance dashboard in the Firebase console will collect information about your app's performance as seen by your users. You'll get data about app startup run and details about its HTTP transactions. And using the provided API, you can instrument your app to measure those critical moments that you want to understand and approve. Then, in the dashboard, you can break down the data by country, device type, app rate, and OS. So try out a Firebase Performance Monitoring SDK app.
Okay, so what? It's a symbol of free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You can see that it can automatically collect real-time data for you, analyze them, make decisions, and feel something. Silently. You're just monitoring. Yeah? And debugging. It is much more difficult, I'm sure, when you face the crossfire. And again, you have some smart chips to do that for you. Quick Whisper, Snag I think this one is, and SAR Q. This is for error detection, but you have some other for log analysis and debugging, for detection and debug. I have another.
we'll take a quick tour of the key capabilities of Amazon Code Whisperer. With Code Whisperer, you can generate code suggestions that help you get more done faster. Scan code to identify security vulnerabilities, add flag or filter suggestions that are similar to open source training data. Although Code Whisperer supports many programming languages and development environments, we will demonstrate its functionality using Python in Visual Studio Code, or VS Code. Let's navigate to the AWS Toolkit extension panel, where we can start Code Whisperer. We'll authenticate with our AWS Builder ID to turn on Code Whisperer. Code Whisperer is now activated and will provide code suggestions in your code editor window as you type. Let's begin by writing a comment. We'll tell Code Whisperer to create a function that extracts only the second field for the CSV file and puts it in the list. Code Whisperer suggests multiple functions, which we can cycle through using the arrow keys on our keyboard. To accept a recommendation, we can use our tab key. Let's do that now. Let's pass the CSV file to the function to test it. The function generated by Code Whisperer returned only the second field. Code Whisperer is a general-purpose coding companion that is also optimized for popular AWS services such as Amazon S3, so that it generates high-quality suggestions that incorporate AWS best practices. Let's write a comment asking for a function to create an Amazon S3 bucket. Let's use this suggestion. Now let's create a function to upload files to that bucket.
It's okay.
Using Code Whisperer, we now have two functions that follow best practices for using AWS Service APIs, without our needing to spend a lot of time looking through the documentation. Next, we'll use Code Whisperer to scan for security vulnerabilities in our code. Let's open the file we want to investigate. Now let's run security scan. Code Whisperer has detected 2 security issues in this file. On the Problems tab, we can click each issue to locate it in code. We can hover over the highlighted code to review the suggested remediation. In this example, unencrypted AWS credentials are locked, which is a security vulnerability. Let's rewrite the code to fix the vulnerability. Let's view the second issue. Code Whisperer is telling us to set the Authenticate on Unsubscribe flag to true. Let's fix that. Now that both issues have been addressed, let's restab the file. The security scan completed with no detected issues. Next, let's view an example of Code Whisperer's reference tracking ability. We want to implement a function to create a DynamoDB ticket. The first code suggestion is flagged by the reference tracker as being under MIT license. The next suggestion references code under Apache 2.0 license. We'll accept this flagged code. Code Whisperer automatically logged in the reference with the license information we need so we can add proper license and attribution to our code. At any time, we can pause automatic code suggestions from Code Whisperer by going to the extension panel and setting an option. We can still trigger the Code Whisperer suggestions manually by using the Option plus C key combination on a Mac or Alt plus C key combination on Windows. You've just seen how to use some of the key capabilities of Amazon Code Whisperer. You can learn more about Amazon Code Whisperer.
Okay. Delicious. How much time do you take to write? Come to sugar. They're perfect one. Even can find vulnerability before atom effort. You can fix every maybe probable bug before having me. Agree? You have it. You can use it. Soon. Okay, for bottom testing and bug fixes, you can run these tools. There's what AI, amplitudes, because I test. And this one is for generating test cases. This one is for testing UI.
entities.
I mean, please let me know when you are tired and you are not interested in continue a part of this or all the Romanian cakes, okay? Just let me.
Welcome to AppleTools RX. In this video, we will walk you through the Test Results Manager and show you how you can easily find regressions. The AppleTools Eyes allows you to view detailed reports of all your test results. On the left panel, you can see all the badges that we're running. A badge is an entity that holds several tests or single tests very similar to a test suite run. On the center panel, you can see the details of all tests that we're running in the selected batch. You can see all tests and their configuration, such as operating system, browser, and viewport. You can group tests together by the configuration properties or add grouping properties of your own. Opening the test will reveal all steps within that test. Clicking on each step allows us to zoom in and see steps in detail. You can decide a step result of the expected results and approve it as your baseline. In the next run, you will be able to compare the baseline and a new checkpoint image. Pressing on the side-by-side view or clicking the S key in your keyboard will show the baseline with the current checkpoint, or you can see the differences by clicking on the Highlight Differences button. You can set the layout region if you wish to ignore a dynamic area that changes all the time. After you finish updating your baseline, you can approve it by clicking the thumbs up button and then saving your changes. The next runs will be based on the last changes. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's more you can do with eyes that will help you with your functional and visual testing. Check out our Learning Center, which is the Getting Started panel to get more information about eyes.
Okay. And you also can have recommendation for fixing the bugs. Because to that, AI is not only identifying the bugs, but can suggest to you the service already, and you can apply these two layout tools, deep code and code whisperer, for that aim, for also fixing the errors and for detecting the bugs. For example, Facebook's get a fix. It is Facebook is applying such thing that it produces with the aim of detection of bugs. And here you can see here for default. First
Usage. Text code provides steady photo analysis based on AI. Our system hubs more than 200,000 source levels and their community. So our AI text visual collected break of the world. Our system combines both its symbolic AI and cheaper. Illustrate. Let us zoom into one computer. Given we found positive seed injection by paint analysis, the system provides a data analysis achieved by Squall AI with knowledge of source and seek API functions achieved by the probabilistic procedure. The system learns as a semi-supervised manner and is able to generalize by this way, starting from the few examples to find the multi-for unknown noise. Two major aspects in comparison to other static open analysis tools. First, our AI learns from the crowd and scales exponentially as it can guess that. Second, due to the proprietary implementation of the majority of our engine, we are able to opt for an implementation that orders and makes, yet still providing a higher quality and a higher quantity of our suggestions. Give us a try at Decode.
Okay, what ends the... Okay, just a final think about the future. Should you be scared of? Are you showing cautions? Or it's a good thing? So, without that, if you just watch this
Technology is constantly evolving. The role of an iOS developer is being challenged by the rise of artificial intelligence. As we look to the future of app development, the question arises, Who will dominate this space? For years, iOS developers have been the driving force behind the creation of innovative and user-friendly applications. Their expertise in coding and design has shaped the way we interact with our devices. But now, with the advancements in AI technology, the landscape is shifting. Artificial intelligence has the potential to revolutionize app development. With machine learning and automation, AI can analyze user behavior, predict preferences, and even generate code. This efficiency and adaptability pose a formidable challenge to traditional app development methods. However, the human touch of an iOS developer cannot be replaced. Their creativity, problem-solving skills, and understanding of user experience bring a unique perspective to app development. While AI can streamline processes, it is the human ingenuity that sparks innovation and emotional connection. As we stand at the crossroads of technology, it's not a battle of iOS developer versus AI, but a collaboration. By embracing AI as a tool to enhance their capabilities, iOS developers can unlock new possibilities and push the boundaries of app development. The future is not about one dominating the other, but about harnessing the strengths of both to create a synergy that propels app development into uncharted territories. It's an exciting time to be part of this ever-evolving industry, where the fusion of human creativity and artificial intelligence paves the way for groundbreaking applications that change our lives.
Okay, just one final word. You said that it's not really scary, but it is. At the same time, it's a revolution like electricity indicates that some of you would disappear from this field if you cannot be in progress. Sorry, with Ada. If you can learn, you will be master. If you cannot improve your knowledge, then you'll be disappeared from this field. Sorry, I don't know what to say. Okay, any question like this?
Yeah, and thank you, Jessica. You mentioned a couple of times that many people are working a lot on improving the models. We talk about like making them get better results, and I'm reading about it in news all the time. But one thing that deals art efforts is like the people who are trying to make it better in terms of sustainability. And so you, with your knowledge of the field, do you know of any efforts that are being undertaken to reduce resource consumption and the effect of the nose?
Yes, energy we are doing a lot of things for energy by artificial intelligence. I have published paper in this case. Okay, so we are doing many things in this case. But you cannot read everything about artificial intelligence they use. Okay? Yeah, you know, I can say that some people that have power can abuse our thing, misuse our thing, and it can be monetized. It means that maybe they are, I know that they are working hard on something very powerful, but it doesn't mean that that they actually one day maybe artificial intelligence robots can beat us, maybe, but it is also a revolution. Finally, we, as the human beings, have souls, but robots don't have it. We are creative. Our brain is really complex, complicated thing. It's not actually simulatable, completely. So we will remain masters if we can have enough knowledge. is something that I want to measure. If you have enough knowledge, if you add your knowledge, you be in the right way, then you will remain master. Except that you are loser annually, okay? But about the internet and something like that, something that you can hear and it is published in news is very right things. We are careful about that. Many specialists in this field are really careful about many things, sustainability and everything, every correct thing. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible artificial intelligence be misused by others. And it's not the topic of this discussion. It's enough to know that if you want to be alive, just learn new things. In the same light of advancements. And so,
Posso postar na película to the site talking? Yeah. So basically, like AI removes itself, consumes a lot of energy, and really are harming the environment because they need a lot of data, resources, and that my question would be like in the long run. I know there is a lot being done. Even young people, like my cousin is starting a company to try to reduce the models and compress them in a way that it can be trained, be more efficient. And but my general question would be, can AI, from your perspective, fulfill his full potential without harming the environment at the end of the day?
You know, if you want to discuss it from the side of frameworks, works, and rules, and something general public likes, I can say that AI methods are doing perfect things, are trying to make everything compact and optimize everything, so they are perfect. On the other hand, from the other aspect, if you want to discuss that harmful part, we are not able to do anything, and even we don't have access to that. We just can guess that they are doing something. If they want, they can. But in normal form, the daily use of AI, I can say that it is careful of sustainable things, sustainability. Even we have smart sustainability. So a lot of benefits of AI for the environment.
Thanks.
So you're welcome. Another question? Nothing?
All right. Thank you.